All right, let's get these links posted. Like we're gonna do mostly watch the Cavs game, but got to keep up with this Green Bay Eagles game as well. Eagles are charging down the field right now. All right. Okay. Perfect timing for this game to start as the football game's coming to the end of the first half. So it's hard to watch two things at once, on these lovely months where the NFL and the NBA are overlapping. None of these NFL wildcard games have been all too interesting yet, for the most part, which is a bummer. Nothing too crazy. I thought this Philly Green Bay game was going to be good, but I don't know. Looks like it might not be. I think tomorrow night will be pretty good, if there's going to be a good one. I think the divisional round will end up being great, though, especially over in the AFC, having Bills, Ravens, Chiefs, like all these great teams fighting, going at it. I think it's going to be a good divisional round. Let's see. Philly's got 4th and 4 here. Actually, 4th and 9 now. Penalty. All right. Interested to see what this Cavs team is going to look like tonight. I was at the Raptors game the other night, and the energy was slow to start for sure. Obviously, they were exhausted back to back after that OKC game that took every bit of energy out of them. So understandable that they came out pretty slow, but gosh, that team just knows how to kick it into gear when they need to. And I mean, it was another great Darius night, another great Evan and Jarrett night. Like it's so special to watch how many different guys can get it done. I mean, Max was hitting shots, like everyone was contributing, and it's a special team for that reason, for sure. So we'll see tonight. Energy, I mean, at least they've had a little bit of time to rest here finally after, having that back to back. Now they have a little bit more time to recover. So hopefully the energy is a little bit better tonight to start things off. And Max is starting tonight. I don't know if they've said, is Dean dealing with some type of soreness or injury, or is it just rest? I don't know if I've seen why they're going with Max over Dean. Let's see if I can find it on the internet. Oh, that's funny. As soon as I type in Dean Wade, I see a tweet from Chris Fedor. Cavs are actually listing Dean Wade as the starter now instead of Max Strus, a late change. So I guess they are going with Dean. That's strange. That was like a quick little last minute change there. Maybe I don't know how that happens. Like, did someone just send the paper in incorrectly? I don't know. I like keeping Dean as a starter though and having Max come off the bench. Why would you mess with things? This team is doing just fine with Dean as the starter. I don't think you need to change that up unless things start going poorly. Then maybe you can change it up. That is so weird. Dean Wade was another one who had a really good game on Thursday against the Raptors. Had some nice moments. And Donovan didn't even play in that game. And that team was still able to keep things going. And then even in the OKC matchup, Donovan had one of his worst games of the season. It's unreal. All right, let's get this game going. I'll have to step away in a second because I have to take something out of the oven, but we'll be right back. Multitasking here. Cavs live streaming, cooking things for the week. All right. What are we going to do for first basket today? Let's go with, I'm going to go Jared Allen first basket today. That's my call. I didn't actually make the bet, but that's what I'm feeling internally. Jared Allen. At this point, I don't know how all four of our core four aren't going to be all-stars. I know that's such like a Cleveland bias thing to feel, but I mean, come on. They should be. Strus first basket. I like it. Oh, although Strus isn't, he's not starting anymore, so don't take Strus. They put Dean back in the starting lineup. Okay, I have to take this out of the oven. Okay, we are back. We got the city edition for today. I do like all the like warm-ups that they wear for the city edition. I think they look slick. I do really like this year's City Edition. I think my least favorite City Edition that we did was, I want to say it was the first one when they did the Rock Hall. I hated how the letters looked. They were like up and down. I just didn't really like, it looked like a child made the Cleveland logo on it, and I feel like they got a little too weird with it. It's probably my least favorite. But I really like most of the others, especially compared to some city editions they've done. There's a lot of really bad ones out there that have like weird phrases on them. But ours have mostly been pretty good. I feel like the Cavs, like graphic design and creative teams are best of the best. Like they just do such a good job coming up with cool designs that like aren't they are different from typical Cavs stuff, but they aren't so bizarre and weird like some teams get. So I feel like we got a first class organization here in Cleveland, is what it is. It's a great organization from top to bottom. Let's see. Did anyone score in that football game before the half? Nope. 10-0 still. My parents are at this game today, and they have like a half season ticket package, pretty decent seats, kind of like in one of the corners, and like, just kind of up a little bit, but still in the lower area. And they luckily ran into their ticket person and are sitting courtside tonight. So very jealous of that. Some courtside seats. Can't say I've ever, no, I sat courtside in the 8th grade one time with like a friend's dad's company, but um, I would love to do it as an adult. Would be so cool to be able to sit courtside. All right, I'm going to answer the question in the chat after I see if Jared Allen gets first basket. Hey, I was right. Jared Allen, I should have bet it. Jared Allen first basket. Okay. Thoughts on AFC playoffs so far? I had picked the Chargers over the Texans, so that I was only incorrect on that one. Right about everything else that I have picked thus far. But I really think the divisional round is going to be so fascinating, just with the top dogs in the AFC, the Bills, the Ravens, the Chiefs. It's going to be really interesting. I mean, I don't consider the Texans on the same level as the rest of those teams, but yeah, I still am picking the Chiefs to win it all because I can't go against them until proven otherwise. But I think if there's going to be a year, it's going to happen. The Bills and Ravens are looking just about as talented as you could want. Oh, nice. Evan Mobley 3-pointer. Love that. So yeah, but the I think I was saying this earlier, the playoff games haven't been all that entertaining yet. Mostly blowouts, haven't had a real nail biter. Nice rebound. Oh, Darius Garland should be an all-star. 10-0 run to start a game. Can you consider it a Cavalanche when it starts the game? I feel like that's not how that works. I don't think it's a Cavalanche unless it happens when there's been, back and forth deep into a game. I think that's when you can consider it a Cavalanche, but let me know if you feel differently. See what other random sports news has been happening. Vrabel to New England. I feel like we all saw that coming pretty much. Um, there was like a small part of me that thought maybe he could end up in Vegas with Tom Brady, but yeah, he's going to be in New England, which I think Mike Vrabel's a great coach. Like this isn't any diss to him, but it's still going to take some time, I think, to develop Drake May. I think he showed some really good flashes this year, but until you have a great quarterback, like I don't care how great of a coach you are, you're just not going to win games. I mean, we've seen that with Mike Tomlin, who I still believe to be one of the greatest coaches in professional sports, but they've struggled to get any consistent quarterback play since Big Ben and have not won a single playoff game because of that. Like for sure, he's gotten them to be around 500 every season, but can't win playoff games. So got to have a quarterback. Agreed. Avalanches are about vibes. Like that's why it has to be in the middle of a game because you can't just like start a game really great. It has to be some type of battle that you are just going off from. I'm in agreement on that. All right. Favorite sports moment I experienced, whether in person or not. Oh, I mean, one's got to be winning the championship in 2016. I wasn't there, but just doing that was cool. Being a freshman at Ohio State and winning the national championship in the 2014-2015 season was cool. Also wasn't present for that. I guess maybe one of the coolest I was present for would have been this year with the Guardians, being there for the big Christmas home run. I feel like that's really high on my list now of cool moments I've gotten to be in person for. Oh, I didn't realize Ty Jerome was out with illness. Probably, maybe he's got flu, norovirus. Who knows? Lots going around right now. Stay safe out there. I am not a reporter. I'm a Cleveland sports fan who has done my own content for since probably 2019 now. I've been doing sports content on the internet. Kind of started on Twitter, did do a podcast, have tried to get more into YouTube. And I've done things for different like media companies over the years, mostly Browns ones, like just as a side thing. But yeah, just here doing mostly my own content and really, really have a goal of doing more YouTube this year. So that's why I started doing these lives this year, these little watch alongs. So yeah, that's the gist of it, but mostly just a fan. I'm just a fan like everyone else that loves my teams. Yeah, most recently I'm doing some video stuff for the OBR on their YouTube, so that's more Browns focused, but do little gigs here and there. Go follow it or subscribe to their YouTube if you don't already. There's a lot of good stuff over there of different shows and whatnot. Man, that guy had a wide open three and missed it. All right. Maybe Donovan will have a good night to know. Oh, I say that as he loses control of the ball and turns it over. I was was going to say that maybe he'll have a good night tonight because he hasn't really had a big game recently. Misses a 3 now. Deanie. Yeah, I love going on Quincy's channel. 2 years ago, we did like a regular weekly Cav show, but just hard with schedules to like for sure do something weekly. But I go on there a good amount, both Browns and Cavs, to talk ball. And we kind of nailed our we did a episode before the OKC game, kind of nailed our thoughts on what needed to happen. And they did just that. Yeah, Evan getting aggressive out there. It's the Pacers record right now. Let's see. Pacers are 21-18, 7th in the East right now. Not too bad. It's funny because like we're so good that it's hard for people to compete with the level of play we are putting out there right now. It's like most years I'd be like, oh, 21-18 is like a decent record, but not when we're 33-4. How did I get into sports? Born and raised in suburb of Cleveland. My parents are massive Cleveland sports fans. Their first date was at a Cavs game, so it's like in our DNA to be big Cleveland sports fans. My dad went to Ohio State, so I was always an Ohio State fan. Then I ended up going to Ohio State, so also a big Ohio State fan. It's just been a part of my life. Like our lives growing up revolved around like Sundays you watch NFL, Saturdays you watch college football. We plan around when sports are on, and that's just continued into my adult life. Gosh, the Cavs defense has just been so phenomenal this season. I feel like that's almost gotten lost in the conversation because their offense has taken this just like additional step, but they are so locked down defensively. Ah, not the wide open 3. Good hustle, Dean. I love the way these guys hustle too. It could even be on a play that like feels like a, I don't know, a broken play or one that would be easy to give up on. But these guys are always diving for the ball. They could be up by 30 and they're still diving for the ball. It was nice ball movement from Indiana there, but they're not hitting their shots. Top 3 all-time Cleveland athletes. LeBron won. Easy. LeBron's my favorite player to ever play anything. Two. Two might have to be, and I'm just going to go off of when I was alive. Like, I don't want to be like Jim Brown. Like, I didn't watch Jim Brown play because I'm not old enough to have watched Jim Brown play. So just do my era. Um, probably Nick Chubb, honestly. I just love everything he's about, the way he has handled his career, the way he loves the city of Cleveland, the way he's played the game. Obviously, with the injuries, I don't think he's ever going to be the same player, but for the best years of him, like that's my perfect type of athlete and representative of the city. The article he wrote when he was coming back this season, just about how much the city meant to him, I thought was really awesome. So he's probably two. Three. Trying to think. I mean, like growing up, there were so many Guardians players I loved. Um, like loved Grady Sizemore, loved Jim Thome. I mean, really any of the 90s guys, especially. I loved. I had like a VHS tape about the 95 Indians, that was the year I was born. So I didn't, I wasn't I wasn't aware at that time, but I loved that VHS tape growing up. I actually have a copy of that VHS tape now. It was called Wahoo, What a Finish. And it was great. But like more present day, like, I mean, it's got to be Jose. Another one who has made sacrifices to be in this city, loves this city, has been a great representation of Cleveland baseball. So I don't know. I feel like that's probably it, but I'd have to think through it a little more. Ah, me when they make one basket, I'm like, how dare they? How dare they? What's so crazy that the Cavs have continued to play at this level and teams are aware of how good they are now, right? Like at the beginning of the season, it's like, is this a fluke? Should we be that concerned about the Cavs? Now teams are aware and they're going to give it their all when they're playing the Cavs to try to beat them, and we're still winning. So feels good. Rank my favorite sports. I actually think football is one. I Football is it's king. I don't know. It's just king. It is. This year has been rough because the Browns have been so miserable that I have had trouble feeling as passionate and as into the team this year as in previous years. Hopefully, we can bring some of the enjoyment back in that. Usually, football is one, then basketball, then baseball. I would say is the order, the ranking. It also fluctuates in the moment. Like during Guardians playoffs this year, couldn't think of anything other than the Guardians. It was hard to focus on the Browns when the Guardians were doing so well. So I love them all, love them all. And right now, also very into Ohio State, obviously, because about to be in the national championship. Go Bucks. Feeling good. I don't know if I should, but I'm feeling good. I did play sports growing up. Played a lot of sports. When I was really young, I played soccer for probably 6 years. Then once I was in middle school, I started playing volleyball and basketball. I'm decently tall for a girl, 5'9". So everyone's like, gotta play volleyball. And I did love volleyball. And played those into high school. And then at some point stopped those and ran cross country for a year because I just liked to try everything. So done a little bit of it all. And I still like running to this day. So All right. Nice. That was a beautiful move there from Evan. The power that he has now this season when he's under the basket or just trying to fight through people, it's light years better than the last few seasons. It's like he has another level of confidence I think that he just didn't have before, which we love. George. Oh. Go Evan. Jesus. The way that guy shot the ball there was weird. Is that? Oh, was that Thomas Bryant? Yeah, that was Thomas Bryant. Went to Indiana University, I believe. Love when we get a smile from Karis. I feel like Karis is generally a pretty like serious, calm guy. Enjoy getting a little crack of a smile from him. Take it, Donovan. Donovan has not had his shot. That's all right. I always say, coach is telling them like keep shooting because it's the only way you're going to get out of it. If you start playing scared and stop taking shots, it's going to be hard to get it back. So he'll find it back. It's Donovan Mitchell. He'll be okay. Ooh, lazy pass. Nope. Evan. Ah. A very slow first quarter. 19 points in a quarter for us is extremely small. Come on, let's get a bucket here before the quarter ends. Karis. Evan. Donovan, let's go. Make him. Donovan. It is just not hitting for him. Just isn't. All right, at least they didn't get one. That's tough, man. That's tough. They're kind of bouncing in the same way off of kind of that back part of the hoop, of the rim. All right, let's look at some chat. As an OSU fan, who is better, Fields or CJ? It's a good question. I mean, it's hard to kind of like think about that given where both of those players are now, where CJ is clearly the better NFL quarterback. I think CJ was probably still the better Ohio State quarterback. For many of CJ's years, I don't think they had the defense to support that and support the level of play that he was putting out there. So yeah, I'm gonna go CJ, but that's tough. That's tough. They both had really good Ohio State careers. I know it's upsetting that they never beat Michigan. Back when I went to Ohio State, which was 2014 through 2018, those were the JT Barrett years. He was my college quarterback, and we always won. Always, never lost to Michigan. It just felt like, and that was the Urban Meyer days as well. So it, it's a new day now where they just can't seem to get past them, especially with how good this year's team is. It's even more frustrating that they lost to Michigan. Like, this team is way too good to have lost the way they did. I just go back to, I don't know what Ryan Day's game plan was in that game. Focusing on running the ball, forgetting that you have Jeremiah Smith, the best wide receiver, playing at their pace rather than playing your game when you're the better team with the more talented offense. They just played scared the entire time. So, and that's I was so fearful in the Texas game that they were repeating that pattern at the start of the game, because it felt like Texas came in being like, we're going to play the game Michigan played, kind of like short little dink and dunk passes down the field, chipping away, trying to eat up time on the clock and keep time of possession in their favor. But luckily, Buckeyes were able to pull it out. But yeah, I'm concerned on Notre Dame's probably going to try to do the same exact thing. So we'll see. Ryan Day's just going to have to try to play our game. Max. Good job, Max. Look at him with this blue headband matching exactly to his jersey tonight. I feel like I've said this on other lives, but I like the headband long hair look for Max. I think he's making a statement. He's got a little more grittiness to him now. Before, it was just kind of like clean. And I like this version of Max. And this version of Max has been shooting very well. So I would like him to keep going with this. Good rebound. Good job, Evan. It's a beauty, Evan. Let's see. Is the football game back on? Yes. Oh, it has been. Woof. Time has flown. No more points, though, but Green Bay is first and goal. They just had a PI play, getting them nice and close. I actually think I like college pass interference rules better than pro. I just don't like how in the NFL it truly can like ruin a drive. Nice. Great defense. Oh man, that shot. Like I said, it's bouncing in the same spot on the back of the rim every time for Donovan. Every time. Just needs to take this much off the shot. Oh, that was a great shot. We had like 3 guys on him there. If Strus made that, I'd be like, just have him stand in the corner and hit corner threes all day. Let's see, did Green Bay score? Oh, just a field goal. Yeah. A couple incompletions and had to kick, had to settle. Green Bay's kicker already missed one in this game too, so but that'll come back to haunt them. Yeah, maybe we just get Donovan a couple more of those where he's driving to the hoop, making some short range baskets because his threes are just bouncing off the back of the rim. And maybe it's just getting in his head a little bit now. So get him some easier baskets. Get that confidence back. Oh, right at the buzzer, man. That's rough. Isaac had a hand in his face too. Let's see. This will be in the win streak if they win this. Lucky number 13. Another long streak. Will they defeat their streak from the start of the season? We'll see. Guess we got to get past this one first. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that was Merrill. We got Maryland. I got a notification that the Eagles fans were booing their own team, even though they're up 10-0. That's so Philly of them. But I respect that about Philly. I went to Philly for the Browns game this year and enjoyed their fan base, actually. I feel like people are afraid of them, but I found they're just like us, you know? Donovan. Nice. There we go, Donovan. Right back into it. Attaboy. He needed that. He needed that for the mojo. Oof. That was a nice 3. Max and Isaac. Maybe a timeout? No. No. Okay. Let's see, it looks like we're putting in Dean and someone else that I couldn't tell, but Dean's coming in. I think that's probably the right move. Dean was shooting well to start the game. Oh, now Dean's walking back to the bench. Oh. All right. Well, I'm glad Donovan got that 3 because I think that was big for his mental state. Let's do a little stat check. I don't think there's anyone doing anything too crazy. It's been pretty low scoring for us, only 29 points with 6 minutes left in the second. Most times we've got that with like a couple minutes left in the first. Evan's got 9 and 5, 9, 5 and 1 right now. So he's kind of leading the team. 3 from Max, 2 from George, 3 from Dean, 5 from Darius, 2 from Jarrett, 5 from Donovan. I thought Dean had more, but Dean has 5 rebounds already, so that's good. All right. See, this is kind of what they did in the Raptors game where it was like a few errors and mistakes. They didn't quite look like themselves to start the game, and then they got comfortable and kicked it into gear. Goddard touchdown? OMG. Let's see. Wow. That's awesome. I did think Philly was going to win this game. I was a little bit worried about Jalen just because he's had some time off being in concussion protocol, but obviously he's good to go. All right, we're back. Darius Garland should be an all-star. If you have not voted for the all-star game, please go do so. Ooh, missed extra point. Love that. I need a double TV situation right now. My parents always have a double TV on the wall in their house so that they can watch more than one sporting event at once. Likely where I get my love of sports from, obviously. But I really need that. I need 2 TVs. Because I have to record these lives on my laptop, so I can't use my laptop for a second game. I want Darius to hit another one. Sorry. That was a nice move there by George. I think I still hold something against George from last season. Like, he's been good this year, but there's still a part of me that's just like, I don't know. And I think it's because of last year, just coming in and not being what we needed him to be. He's been a much better role player this year. Good job, Isaac. Nice pass there, too. Good pass from Sam. Good job by Isaac to find the open spot. That's Cavs basketball, baby. What was the quote that Jarrett had when he was like talking about that's Cavs basketball? He said something funny and I can't remember it now. Someone will remember. Ethical. That was it. Ethical basketball. It was incredible. Ethical basketball. That sums up our team in one sentence, is Jarrett standing there saying, we play ethical basketball. Wouldn't have it any other way. Do I have any other favorite athletes that play for teams other than Cleveland? Yeah, I mean, there's always guys I like. And the older I get, the more I just like respect what people do, even if it's like a team I don't want to root for or don't like, I can still respect the greatness of it. Like, for example, with the Warriors, I like really, really hated Steph Curry. And the older I get, like, I still don't like the Warriors, still want to beat the Warriors all the time. But I do have like a level of respect for Steph that I didn't have before because I was just like annoyed and angry. And now I'm like, wow, that's a generational talent right there. But in terms of guys I really like, let me think. Honestly, in football, I do love Jalen Hurts. Like, I think as like a person and a player, very much love everything that he is. Who else do I really like? I mean, there's a lot of quarterbacks, honestly. Like, I really enjoy Josh Allen. I have a lot of respect for Bills and Bills fans. I think I've said this on here, I went to Chiefs Bills playoff game last year, which was very sad for Bills fans. And I went out there with leaving with a lot of respect for Bills fans. Agreed, I never respect a Steeler. There's not a situation where I would cheer for the Steelers. As much as I hate the Ravens, I was rooting for them over the Steelers because I don't want TJ Watt to get a playoff win. Yeah, I'll have to think on what other players, because I just do enjoy like greatness. I don't know if there's any ones that I like necessarily love outside of Cleveland that I'm like obsessed with in any way. I did read a couple years ago that book that I forget who was the author of the book, but he worked with Giannis pretty closely and kind of the people he had in his upbringing to write that book. And I did leave that book with an immense amount of respect for Giannis and just everything he has become from where he came from. It's like truly amazing. I do like Cam Hayward. I would agree with that. He is married to a girl from my high school. So that's a random Cleveland connection. She was older than me. I didn't know her. We weren't in school at the same time, but that is pretty cool. But still want them to lose every single game ever. I used to like Joe Burrow a lot more than I do now. I think the Buckeye connection, I really liked him. Um, Guy who represented Ohio well. Something about him has been rubbing me a little weird lately, just in this last year. I don't know. I think he's maybe just like overwhelmed with the media side of things and the fame side of things, but sometimes it can come off as a little bit callous, I guess. Niang. Good job, George. Nice ball movement. George again? Oh, that would have been so good. If George had back to back there, that would have been great. Sometimes it's hard to say Niang like quickly. I struggle with that one. I keep trying to think of more athletes that I like love, but I'm such a homer. Like, I just love my guys. And like, even if I'm like, oh, I love CJ Stroud, like that's because he was a Buckeye. It all comes back to things that they've done for me personally to give me and my team's enjoyment. In baseball, I did really love this past season in the context of the World Series. Loved Freddie Freeman. He seems like a great guy and enjoyed watching him beat the Yankees. So loved that. Go Darius. Jarrett, nice. Jarrett with the putback. Yeah, like I always love teams and players that beat the teams I hate. So if you ruin the Yankees' lives, then I like you. I think that's how it goes. Go up strong, Jarrett. Good job. Muscling through. Packers about to score. Let's see. Oh, so they scored, but then replay overturned. So now they're at the one. Okay. Okay. Into the third. I feel like this camera is up a little bit. There we go. Get more of my head in here. There's the playoff. Does everyone think Ohio State's going to win? Like, I feel like they're definitely the better team, but I'm a little nervous. I don't know. I'm scared. Growing up, I was very much taught to hate Notre Dame. In school, we took a seventh grade or sixth grade field trip. I guess you could call it a field trip to Chicago. And so we drove on whatever, buses to Chicago, and we stopped at Notre Dame just to eat lunch in their like cafeteria. And my dad was like, they're trying to brainwash you to go to Notre Dame. And I'm upset. And that's like really stuck with me. He just always hated Notre Dame. And I remember, oh gosh, it would have been in the 2000s. I can't remember what year we played in Notre Dame in the national championship. But we went to this restaurant that had Irish nachos as an appetizer on the menu, which we ordered. And we were like, we can't get Irish nachos. So since then, we have renamed them Buckeye Nachos, and we'll like order them there. And they're like, what are Buckeye Nachos? And we're like, that's Buckeye Nachos. That's how psychotic we are. Very superstitious, I guess. I feel like they're really going to run the Marcus Freeman storyline into the ground, though. I'm envisioning that over the next week or so. We're going to be like, did you know Marcus Freeman, Ohio State? There's a connection there. See, did Green Bay score? Yeah, Green Bay did score. 16-10. Oof, that Philly missed extra point. Is that going to come back to bite them? Maybe. Oh, we love an Evan Mobley alley oop. That was great. Seamless transition. They nail one right back. All right, let's go by double digits to end the first half. Attaway, Donovan. No. Nice. Donovan. There we go, Donovan. Donovan is back. Donovan's back. See, just needed to keep going. That's why I said Kenny's going to tell him, keep shooting. You'll be good. And Donovan knows that too. Like he's been around the block a few times. Everyone's got a little cold streak. Up by 13. Beautiful. Didn't feel like that throughout the course of most of that first half, but they really pulled it together there towards the end of that second quarter. Beautiful. Looks like Philly is marching down the field. Okay. I need to quickly put away what I took out of the oven, and we will be back to talk about the second half. All right, we are back. I've been trying to, in my new year, do some meal prepping for the week, so had to be on that game today too. Agreed. Holding a team to 40 is a crazy accomplishment in the first half, like you said. But that's Cavs basketball. That's ethical basketball right there. All right, let's get some halftime questions if anyone has any while we continue to check this Green Bay Philly game here. It's hard for me to switch back and forth on my TV because I have a Fire TV, so I have to exit out of the FanDuel Sports app, go into the Fox app, and that's just a lot of work. So let's see who ended up with the most points. Evans got 11. Donovan has 10 now. I mean, it feels like every game it's so evenly dispersed, and that is no different for this game. Everyone contributing. It's great. Let's see. Philly is on the 20-yard line, 15-yard line, about to score. How annoying is it that the Packers just never in our lives have been not competitive? They're just always competitive. So annoying. Browns don't get that luxury. Had 7 million quarterbacks in the time that they've had 3. Some cities are just not cursed. Can't relate. Can't relate. Mm. Yeah, Philly is really marching down the field here. I really don't know who I think is going to come out of the NFC. Probably the Lions if I were to pick a team. My preseason pick for the Super Bowl was Chiefs Lions, which could very well happen. I kind of foresaw in a way the implosion of the 49ers that happened this year. Although I feel like the whole world wants Bills Lions to be the Super Bowl, which I'd be happy for both of those fan bases. I think both have suffered. I was saying this to someone recently. I was not alive when Buffalo lost 4 straight Super Bowls. Genuinely don't know how you recover from that as a fan, as a player, losing 4 straight Super Bowls. Like, oh my God, the mental toll that has to take. I would just like, I kind of wish I was alive for that to see what that was like. That is just brutal. That's I honestly think that's worse than not making it at all and getting your heart ripped out every single time. Like, I don't know. It's fun to be competitive. You want to be in the playoffs every year. It gives you some joy to win playoff games, but to lose every year in the Super Bowl, I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. I'm too emotional. I feel like they always have Donovan when they put up these same game parlays on FanDuel Sports Network. I still want to call it Bally. I know it's FanDuel Sports Network now, but got so used to calling it Bally that it's kind of hard to make the switch. Someone was asking me the other day who my favorite player on the Cavs right now is. I literally couldn't pick. How do I pick just one of them? They're all so likable. That's an impossible question. Like, I kind of want to pick Evan, but I don't know. Then it feels like rude to everyone else who I love so much. I don't know if Philly's going to score here. A couple penalties, push him back. Yeah, Jared Allen is a great guy. Hard to not love him. Oh, they ruled out Tyrese Halliburton for the second half. Hamstring tightness will not return. Oh, that's crazy. The Cavs had 19 points in the first quarter, 34 in the second quarter. Nearly doubled their amount in the first quarter. Just saw someone walking around, or a couple people walking around with the corduroy hat that they had as a giveaway the other night. That was when I was there for the Raptors game. Cavs have the best giveaways. The Browns don't do anything for their fans. They really don't. The Guardians have good giveaways. What do the Cavs do? Or what do the Browns do? Nothing. I just feel like considering the products they've been putting on the field, they could stand to do a little more for their fans. Yeah, lose, exactly. That's literally all they've given us this year. Lose. Losing games, terrible play on the field, inexcusable quarterback play. That's been really fascinating to follow the last week or so with Deshaun rupturing his Achilles again, having to get surgery again. You know, all the talk of like might be able to get out of this contract if he was doing things he wasn't supposed to be doing, and that's why he re-injured himself. We will see. Part of me is like, of course, I want us to be able to get out of this contract because one, I don't think he deserves it. And obviously for his play on the field, and I just don't think him as a person deserves that kind of contract. But at the same time, like, the Browns kind of need to be punished for the decision that they made to do this. And they're going to be really lucky if they get out of it. I think my plan is that I think that they should take any money that they get back if they're able to prove this and they're like, okay, yeah, we get, X amount of money back from his contract. I think they need to evenly distribute all of that money to season ticket holders for making them watch that terrible product. No, agreed. Like, if the Browns are punished, it does punish us as fans because we can't, have the same assets to go out there and get talent and bring them into Cleveland. But I'm just like, Jimmy needs to be punished. It's hard. But I don't want us as fans to be punished. I wish there was a way that we could still punish him. It is kind of exciting that we get to enjoy the NFL draft this year, though. Like last year, we had a third rounder, and I was like, I don't care about the draft this year, but it should be fun to like be a part of the conversation again, have something to say. Helps me as someone who creates content, because before I was like, I don't, there's not much to talk about. Now there will be plenty, especially during that part of the year. Like, obviously, I'll still have Cavs to talk about then, but there's some months there where you're really struggling to find content to discuss. Keep forgetting to check back in on the football game. Okay, so they got a field goal. I mean, at least they're up by 2 scores. 7.5 minutes left for the football game. I think tonight I have the Commanders winning. That's where I'm at. I really like Jaden Daniels. Really enjoyed watching him this year. I think he obviously still has a lot of room to grow, but really enjoyed him. And I think tomorrow I'm going with the Vikings, but I think that's going to be a good game. They wanted traveling. But they're not going to get it. Good job, Darius. I love Darius. Offensive foul. Little push off. Hit one, Donovan. Come on. Tough shot. Good job, Darius. Darius having a nice day. What's he up to? He's got 12 points. He is leading the team now in points today. Ooh, in and out. I feel like the all-star process is the selection process is so frustrating because I just don't think the guys in smaller markets are going to get the votes that guys in bigger markets are. I also think that some players are going to get more votes just based on like legacy and name alone rather than like who actually is having the best season. So I do find that really frustrating when you're looking at those results. Donovan. Dean? Ah. Hey, nice job, Donovan. Way to stay with it. Knock that rebound out. Anytime we can get a second chance, second opportunity on a possession, even if we don't get it, I'm all for the hustle. All right, maybe a timeout? No. If they get one more basket without us getting one, I maybe Kenny needs to little timeout. Oh, Jarrett, not enough there. Well, okay, we need to like relax here. Lots happening. Slow things down, slow the pace down a little. Timeout? No? Oh boy. Now we're going to have to do a timeout. Timeout. Ugh. That was an ugly run. That was an ugly run. All right, let's check the football game. Nothing from Green Bay. Eagles have the ball with 4:50 to go. And in pretty good field position. Oh, the Green Bay went for it on fourth down and didn't get it. Okay. Okay. Ugh. So rough to see on social media everything happening in LA with these fires. Just absolutely heartbreaking. Hope everything can end soon here. It's just like never ending. Need a basket badly. Ugh, ugly. Oh, was that not a kicked ball? It looked like he kicked it. Oh, God. Man, make it. Oh, just not making our shots, man. Ugh, it's ugly. Guess we just got to keep getting to the line then if you can't make your shots. It feels like we're losing. I know we're winning. Feels like we're losing. Good job, Jarrett. Making those free throws. It's a nice little jumper. Oh, gosh. I mean, there's a lot of hustle happening that I respect, but wow. Chucked that ball at him. Good defense, Max. Deep three. Short. Took that one from deep. Come on, Jarrett, go up strong. Ah, really wish he started falling, man. But we'll take the free throws. But geez, what did just Jarrett have? Jarrett has 10. Thought Jarrett had more than that. Feels like it at least. Oh, the Eagles scored again. Oh, field goal. 3 minutes left. That one seems all but finished. 22-10. Oh, and the Eagles. Yeah, no, that was it. Okay. All right. And then as this game is ending, we'll have an 8 p.m. football game. These are just the days that we all dream about, right? Nonstop action between football and Cavs. It's a beautiful thing. Soak it up. Football's almost over. Oh, nice pass, Karis. Oh, that was some LeBron vision. Some LeBron court vision right there. No look. He knew. He said, Jarrett, I feel you. I feel your presence. Beautiful. I know he didn't make it, but like, I loved that. Maybe I'll tweet about that. Oh, breakaway. Oh, Jarrett. Oh, Jarrett. That was so close. I just wanted to go in. Ah, that's rough. Tie game. You know what's crazy is, in my mind, like, Karis was such like a late added piece in comparison to the core that they've been building on this team, but it really wasn't that much later. Like, he's been here since 2022 now, and it's 2025. Like, he's been a staple of this team for a while, but almost forget that because he was kind of added after the rest was really built out. I don't like this third quarter though. We need to like get our act together. We only have 12 points in the third quarter. That's disgusting. 12 points. No. Unacceptable. We're the best offensive team in the league. Can't have 12 points in a quarter. Disgraceful. Maybe we're just saving it all for the fourth. A girl can hope. I mean, how could you not put Darius in the All-Star game? Come on. Seriously. He should be an All-Star. I'm going to be so upset if he isn't. Ugh. We're just losing the ball. And they're wanting calls, but they're not getting calls. So gotta start making them, I guess. Good job, Evan. Tough shot. Really hate this third quarter. Oh boy. Shoot. Ugh. Oh, sloppy. Oh my God. They look tired, but they did have 2 nights off. And look, to Indiana's credit, they are playing an aggressive game. They're playing scrappy, fighting. I respect it. Two-minute warning over in the Eagles-Packers game. Oh, Evan. I was confused on why it seemed like he was celebrating there. He did foul Evan. He acted like I don't know. He looked like he was pumped. That was confusing. It's like, no, that was a foul. That was a foul. All right, boys, bring it together now. Let's at least get this last minute and a half to be decent basketball. Not that. that was kind of a lame call. I hate this quarter. Put us out of our misery. Oh my God. I don't like this. We have 14 points in the third quarter. Horrible. Ugh. Can we please get a basket? Please, please. Oh my gosh. Was that goaltending? Yeah. Come on, get a stop here. Do not let them score. No. Get the rebound. Good job, Evan. Good job, Karis. Good. Evan's got 16 and 10 today. Let's see. Packers got screwed on what should have been DPI and end zone and was intercepted. Oof. I mean, I feel like they were going to lose anyways, but still, that is probably annoying. They would have had a shot, I guess. All right. Who did they call the technical on? My volume isn't up on this, so I can't hear because the volume or the sound would go through here. Who did they call the technical on? On Kenny? That's lame. Leave Kenny alone. Maybe Kenny did it on purpose to try to motivate his team. Oh, nice job. Good job, Donovan. Oh, that would have been so sick if he would have made that. All right. 1 quarter to go. I need to just jump over here real quick and I will be right back. Okay, we're back. Needed to blow out a candle. All right. Hopefully this fourth quarter is better than that third quarter. That was just bad basketball. All right. George? Oh, would have been nice to start things off with a George 3. Would have given me confidence in this fourth quarter. Get that rebound. Man, rebounds have been oof. Thomas Bryant has been fighting for those rebounds tonight. Have not come easy for us. Need a basket. Get us a 3 max. Oh, it's painful. Oh man. Too many dunks. Too many dunks. That's rough. Isaac? Uh not our night, man. It is just not our night. I don't even know what else to say. Mm, can we restart? Donovan almost did a full somersault there. Ugh. Can't let them tip those in. It's getting slightly more out of reach. We need to hit a shot or this game is donezo and the streak is over. Donovan, thank you. Thank you, Donovan. I'm just going to keep saying that now. Need to hit another shot or the streak is over. And then someone will do it. Nice. Good job, Sam. Sam with the block. Oh, did they call it foul? That looked like a nice block, Sam. See that replay. Oh, they're challenging. Score is 84-78 for the comments. I like when Kenny challenges. Wonder what his percentage on challenges won this season has been. And I think that's a good one to challenge on if you're going to do it. Because it looked like a nice block to me. Oh, 16 of 24. It's pretty good. All right, so let's see. Playoff bracket for the NFL. Who are the Eagles going to play? So Eagles will play the winner of Washington, Tampa Bay. Is that right? That bracket I was just looking at was all kinds of messed up with their imagery. They had the Rams image next to Commanders. Okay, yeah, that is right. Bills Ravens is going to be a incredible matchup. That one's got to get probably the best time slot. I don't know how you don't give Bills Ravens the best time slot. Maybe if it's Lions Vikings, they'll probably get a good time slot. But yeah, Bills Ravens is going to be a battle. Okay, so didn't win the challenge. Lame. All right, Donovan, take over, buddy. We need you. We need you, Donovan. Sam? Nothing. Ah. Gosh, Indiana's moving the ball so well. So well. They're playing their pace of game that they want to play. Inciting chaos for us. Nice block. Great block. Please make it. You have to make those. Oh my God. The shots are not falling. It's just tough. Nothing you can do about that. They're not bad shots. Like they're just not making them. I mean, he had like 10 minutes to make that one. There's so much happening. 7 people on the ground. And maybe Darius needs to take over. Ugh. Shot. Oh man. Yeah. Look, great defense from the Pacers. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's a dagger. I can't even watch this. Oh my God. It's just this isn't my basketball team. This isn't the team I know and love right now tonight. Darius in a jump ball situation is just funny. Huh? Darius won it. So there's that. And very nice awareness from Jarrett there. I just feel like we have no control. There's just no control. Feels like we're down by more than 10. Ugh. I mean, they're just making everything. We do play them Tuesday. I kind of love the way the NBA has, in the last couple of years, I feel like started doing these back to backs, the home and aways within a couple days span. I actually kind of like it. It just um, feels like almost a mini series where you get the chance, if you lose, to kind of redeem yourself, or I think game plan for teams in different ways than you would if you're just playing a different team every night. And I don't feel like they always did that, but they've definitely increased it more in the last couple of years. And I think I like it. And it's not all the time, but some of the time. Oh my god, they truly are making everything. I don't want to lose by this much. Like that's a rough way to break our streak. Hate that. Good job, Darius. Now I'm competing to just like not lose by 20. Good job, Darius. Maybe they should have tried to let Darius take over earlier than they did. Didn't feel like Donovan quite had it today, but Darius has had it a little bit more. 20 points for Darius today. 19 for Donovan. Oof. Man, the deep threes. They're taking them and they're making them. Oh, that was a bad. After I just sung Darius's praises, should have let Darius take over. Terrible shot. It's painful. I hate losing. Not used to this feeling. Let's see. I believe the 8 p.m. game has started. Or is about to. Yeah, probably going to get some, I don't know, Jalen Tyson, Tristan Thompson, Craig Porter minutes here. That's when you know it's done. I'm assuming that's where we're going at this point. Oh, what a bummer. I mean, look, they had the 15 game win streak, now 12 game win streak. It's hard to complain about that. Hard to complain. I know realistically, got to come to an end at some point. Just keeps them motivated, you know? I want Tristan to just launch a three. Just for fun. I do think Tristan is having a lot of fun this season. Tristan. Go, Tristan. Oh, all right. Let's see. We got Pacers coming up, and then we've got the Thunder again. I'm not sure what I'll do live streams for. I really think I want to do the Thunder, but we'll kind of see how my week goes and what the schedule's looking like. But oh, and then we have the Timberwolves after that on Saturday. So hopefully at least going to live stream one of them. And then the following week, hopefully going to be live streaming for the national championship. And then we'll see about NFL playoffs. Like I'd like to do Bills Ravens. I don't know when it'll be on. So once we get that schedule, just subscribe and, keep a lookout because you'll be able to see when I'm going live that way. But thanks for watching this loss with me. Sorry, this wasn't a good one. We've watched some good ones so far since I started doing these though. So we'll take it. Like that OKC game was really fun. And hopefully we get more of those. Have a good night, everyone.